Hello, everyone. Today is the start of, I guess not the start, but this is our week 12 Kubernetes 1.26 release meeting. This is an official Kubernetes meeting, and as such falls under the Kubernetes Code of Conduct, which is, can be paraphrased, please be nice to each other. Just a note, we are recording. So this will show up on YouTube at some point. So feel free to, if you're not interested in being on video, keeping your cameras off. To start, let's, I don't think we've got, we'll start with the open discussion. Is there any new members or attendees? I'd be surprised at this point if anybody came in and was new, but I'd like to open up some opportunities in case, just in case. Nope, it looks like everybody's fairly familiar here. So let's jump into the enhancements. Ruhina, are you around for?
Yep. Hello, everyone. We are still on green status. Things are looking good. There's not many updates since last week. It's pretty much the same number of tracked issues that we had. Yep, that's it.
All right. Are there any questions for the enhancements team? Okay, let's move on to CI signal. Meha?
Hello, everyone. So currently on master blocking, we don't see any failing jobs, and there are 8
Oh, I think we might have lost Meha.
Is being recorded.
They are trying to fix it as soon as possible, and there are 8 flaky on master informing. Also, we are tracking the test grids of 1.26 blocking and informing, and currently we don't see any failing jobs. But yes, regarding the flaky ones, we are tracking that. So yes, that's all from CI Signal. Thank you.
All right. Anybody, anyone have any questions or comments for Meha and the CI team?
Maybe one question. So did you detect any flakes, or is so we record? I mean, test grid always shows like there are like 8 flakes and so on, but most of them are not recorded flakes, so we cannot detect the pattern. Did we like detected flakes in the past this cycle? I think only failings, right? I mean, otherwise it's not so important, just curiosity, I guess.
I guess Nivedita can confirm that.
Actually, in the morning, I have checked that. At that time, I haven't detected any pattern. So yeah, that's okay.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. Thank you.
I have a question. So on the release 1.26 informing board, I see only 3 jobs, whereas on 1.25 informing, there are 6. So we have some QADM upgrade related tests in the previous release cycle. So have we like confirmed that those are not needed? So if you see here, we have like 6 tests, yeah, and QADM tests are missing from 1.26 informing.
Yeah, there was like this one issue open to because the 1.26 dashboards were very light on jobs in general. Yeah, it seems like these are fixed. I don't know why they are. If you left, maybe it's probably worth to follow up on that. Yeah, it's a good catch.
Yeah, I think it's a nice opportunity for the CI Signal team to like get bootstrapped on even like, okay, what jobs are needed per release cycle, and that's a really great learning opportunity if people are up to it.
Yeah, sure. I'll follow up on this.
Yeah. Also do compare with the master informing ones and see the pattern of like previous release informing ones.
Okay, yeah, sure. Thank you.
Anything else for the CI team? Okay, moving on to bug triage. Hussein?
Hussein is out today, but I can give a quick update on that. We're green here, so nothing really blocking at this point. Pretty much smooth sailing for us.
Excellent. Thanks, Andrew. Any questions for the bug triage team? No? Okay, moving on to docs. Carolina, are you around? Or is there anybody from the docs team who would like to take this? I don't have a list of participants. Do we have anybody from the docs team on? It doesn't look like it. Okay, we'll circle back, see if anybody comes back, comes online a little bit later. Release notes, Rodolfo?
Hi, Nate. Hi, team. Our current status is yellow. No issue has been added to the no issues yet. I will post a message in the release management channel, hoping to have some luck. Maybe this release we don't have any no issues, but maybe we are not reaching the right people for that. Also, I am going to work on the release notes for RC.0 and have those release notes ready.
Thank you. Rodolfo, is there anybody has any questions or comments for the release notes folks?
Just one question. So do we require any inform or input for known issues, or is this just like a general catch issues issue?
Yeah, just a general catch issue.
Okay. But so it's kind of green status, but right or not?
Yeah, it's more a green status, but I am worried that we don't have any known issue for the release.
Okay, awesome.
Yep.
Sounds like it's kind of more of a chartreuse, but I'm not sure that we've got that shade on this doc. Moving on to comms, Harshita.
Hey everyone, our current status is green and we have 4 feature blocks that are ready for review. 11 are in work in progress and the deadline for the review is on November 29. And with more information on the release theme, we are actively working on the release article and further discussions are going on in the HackMD file. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Is there any questions or comments for comms?
Considering there are 11 open ones right now, and we just have 6 days to the deadline, should this be more yellowish, like yellow to reddish comparatively? I'm not sure like how active the reviewers are, so just putting that up as an option.
Yeah, it's Federico here. I would say that in the next burn down that we have, likely it would be more yellow. The reason why it isn't is because we do have a lot of comments there saying, I can only push this in near the deadline. So people are aware of it. They know that the deadline is there. And just like the feature blog opt-in, we got 90% of the actions in the final 2 days, so it's that's why it's green. But you're right, it could be yellow.
Awesome. I just wanted to point out because the earlier we find, like the earlier we panic, it's better for us because we can course correct with a large timeline in hand. We have 6 days. We can rally people into review if we right now make it like yellow or red, because this would be on priority.
Right. The problem with deadlines is that most people see it as the day of delivery. It's like
that's an eternal issue.
Yeah.
Not just on this project either. Thank you for that. I don't think Jeremy is on this call. Is there anybody who can speak to the release branch management?
I can speak to that a little bit. No updates at this point. We are cutting the RC1, I believe next Tuesday, if my memory serves me correctly.
29th, I think.
Yeah, I have it on my calendar. Yep, next Tuesday, the 29th. That's RC1.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Xander. I appreciate that. Any comments or questions for Xander on the release branch? Nope, doesn't seem like. Okay, we're moving on to our emeritus advisor, Navarin.
Hello, hello. So my updates are most related to 1.27 and not 1.26. So we are just 2.5 weeks away from release. So I wanted to bring everyone's attention to the fact that you need to think about people that you want to succeed yourself in the role and discuss with me about your options, and also discuss with them if they have bandwidth available in the next months, basically the first quarter and a little more of 2023. That's one thing. I'm also working to find the next EA for the release 1.27. So that should also be in by release date, I guess, because I'm coordinating with people to understand like who would have bandwidth to come back and spend time with the release team. And meanwhile, I've been thinking like, how can I accelerate some of the decision-making processes by you folks? So we usually send out the release survey on the week of release, practically the last week. I'm thinking if we can send out the survey a little earlier, so people can have time to think about how do they respond to this, and then maybe we can incorporate the feedback in current decision making somehow. But that's an idea. So if you see a form next week, probably that would happen earlier. That's all from my side. Any questions, comments, concerns?
I think releasing the survey early is not a bad idea. I think that can be helpful.
Yeah. But why do we have the survey so late in the release? Is there any benefit? Because I think it makes sense to have it earlier just to get feedback in and so on. So maybe we can also change the schedule for next, or the habit in general.
Yeah, so this is mostly like end of release cycle survey to understand like how did the release shadows like feel about the release cycle, what did they learn, the goals that they came with when they applied to the release team shadow program, were those satisfied? Then there are two forms. So one goes to the shadows and one goes to the leads. For the leads, it's more to understand like, hey, did you have fun mentoring people? Are you satisfied in mentoring people? Have you gotten your successors well? How can we do better next time? So as a like people program kind of thing. And I also hope like people to ping me proactively whenever they face issues and not wait for the surveys to raise red flags. That's what the role is for, essentially, to offload all the people related problems to the emeritus advisor rather than those coming to the release lead.
Thank you for that, Nabra. I just want to, I thought I saw some folks come online, so I just want to circle back. Is there anybody from the docs team on the line? No, doesn't look like it.
No, but Carol did mention, did warn in Slack that she was having internet problems and that she would do the update async.
Yeah, no problem. And thank you for that piece of information. Okay, Leo?
To my updates. Hello, everyone. Welcome not welcome. I mean, I'm not saying this meeting. Thank you for joining this meeting. It's I feel like the release is almost over. I mean, I can see the deadline, the release deadline very close. Or maybe that's because I'm working on the release theme. So also the last things on the release are taking on shape. So yeah, we're quite close, I would say. I was now working on the release theme, which is more or less done, working on out some small details. But the theme name will be electrifying or just electrify. I don't know about the ing. Maybe we will drop it. But more details on the release theme probably on Friday, I think, in the meeting. Also on the logo. And yeah, I scheduled 2 retro sessions. So we already had one release team retro mid-cycle, I think the week or 2 weeks after KubeCon. And we will have another one or 2 ones after the release, 1 week after the deadline or after the release cut. And depending on how much like traffic we have on the first retro, we need also another one or not. So we usually just schedule 2 retros at the end just to be sure we have enough time to talk about everything. But in the past, sometimes we just had 1 meeting, so the one on the 13th of December. So keep that in mind. So yeah, if you have any ideas how to improve the program, I mean, you can just add your thoughts into the retro doc. It would be very great. And yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Leo. Any questions from anyone for Leo?
Just a comment. I added the times to the release calendar as well. So
Yeah.
please have a look at the PR once you all have time.
I think I approved it already. Thank you. Yeah, I missed to update that.
Awesome.
Okay, and is there anybody from the SIG scalability team on the line? Doesn't look like it, but it also looks green, so I'm not going to be too concerned. So I think that's probably all we need to do at this point. So I'm going to open it up to what I'll do is I'll ask Leo to stop recording. I'll thank all of the future viewers for taking the time to stop by on YouTube here. So Leo, if you could